beginning here with a textbook example of a large downtrend constantly sustained as values of the Chaikin Oscillator consistently remain close to or well below zero. More recently, there's been a distinct divergence. Price is still bearish but moving much flatter, while there's been a sharp increase of the Chaikin Oscillator straight back up to zero. With the surge of buyers right now, an uptrend is well underway, confirmed by the Chaikin Oscillator over zero, for even greater indication of strength behind this quick climb. Inevitably, selling will return for at least a minor retracement, though overall the uptrend and the recent strength of it is still well intact, as Chaikin Oscillator values hold firmly well above zero, as price still continues to close higher. In fact, maybe the Chaikin Oscillator reached values that were too high some time ago. A noticeable divergence here, values on the oscillator had peaked and remained flat with a slight decline prior to this current downtrend, while at the same time price was still on a relatively steep incline. This sustained divergence was somewhat of a precursor before the initially steep drop. The recent peak of the indicator is by no coincidence near these historic highs that when reached often led to a weakening of prior bearish movements and pauses or even reversals of uptrends. As would be expected, the opposite happens when reaching historic low levels for the Chaikin Oscillator. It's an indication of exhaustion for the downtrend, which can pause the drop or point to the potential for a bullish reversal, which is actually the case right now. Success, the Chaikin Oscillator goes well above zero on a steep incline, just as price begins to go over the upper boundary of this reversal range. Then the indicator reaches historic high values, returning the chart back to a tendency towards more neutral to bearish price movement. Now, from a bearish perspective, it would be preferable for Chaikin Oscillator values to steeply drop under zero. This does take place, but there's no decisive downtrend yet, due to bullish volatility briefly spiking up price. This also led to an exhaustion on the sell side, as indicated by the oscillator dropping towards historic low values, resulting in not much progress lower following a moderate retracement. To further delay a quick return back to low prices, Chaikin Oscillator values have returned firmly back over zero as price returns back to previous highs, where there is potential for breakthrough to the $20 range and beyond. Yet at the same time, a bullish perspective would have to watch out for exhaustion to the uptrend when values begin to near historic highs on the Chaikin Oscillator, which in turn can open up the possibility for continued neutral to bearish activity similar to what has been seen over the past few weeks.